AM 970 WSTX.
All right. Sometimes I don't even want to start talking. I just want to listen to the music a little bit. But anyhow, it's all good. You're listening to WSTX AM 970. The show is called Reflections. We look in the community mirror to see what we see looking back at us. Reflections doesn't mean necessarily that we're looking back in the past. How do you want your community to look? When you look in that community mirror, what do you want to see reflecting back at you? Well, we want it to be positive. So we're in here talking about the good things going on St. Croix and in the Virgin Islands. So got the newspaper there with all kind of other stuff sometimes. But I just want to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of the story, because the rest of the story is very, very important. All right. And we have with us here today Mr. Cuencas from the Caribbean Drag Racing Association, the new Caribbean Drag Racing Association, because we've got things going on this weekend. All right. And I telling you, I got my camera ready. I got my video camera ready.
Good.
So next time we come back, we're going to get to hear some of them tires spinning and then cars roaring and the children oohing and eyeing and all this other good stuff, okay?
I hope you have good battery, because we have a big lineup this Saturday.
All right. Well, I got easily 3 hours of life in the battery, and if you got some way I could plug up, that 3 hours will turn into 6 with no problem, okay?
We got you covered.
Okay, so we're going to have some fun this weekend. And let me tell you, okay, I had a young man with me, and we went till down to the track. We didn't get the word. You had one disappointed young man that day, okay?
Yeah, we're sorry. A lot of people were disappointed last race day for Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were overcome by events. I understand that there was a lot going on, and you want to do it right. You want to do it in a way that is not in the best interest of putting your best foot forward. No, that was good. That was good. I'm just telling you that the excitement is there and the interest is there.
Yeah.
And so talk to me. What we got going on?
Morning, people. This weekend, we're keeping the gates open on Saturday, 3 to 10. We're gonna have remote control. Boat Racing Association gonna be on display. They're gonna have some speed boats, you know, miniature size. They're gonna have some remote control cars racing, exhibition race. We're gonna have we have a few match races lined up. We got a couple 8 cylinders, we got a rotary car, we got a couple bugs, we got a couple Hondas. We have a big lineup, and we also have bracket racing. So music by DJ Swain. So if you like your old school music, you like your walk up music, he got you covered.
Every angle.
Every angle.
Every angle, he got you covered.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But, well, I see some of the stuff that you got going on here, and you know, one of the things with car racing historically, just like with horse racing, these cars got name.
Yeah. Yeah.
These cars got name. Of course, the one that come to my mind all the time is Problem Child.
Problem Child. That's one of our most favorite race cars out of St. Croix.
Yeah, Problem Child. All right. So anyhow, but I don't know if that's broke down problems or problems for whoever come up against them.
Yeah, his competitor.
Competitor. All right. Yeah. All right. But no, it's great the way you're doing it, because I understand you're gonna have the bouncies out there for the children to expend their energies in the process, you know. But I tell you,
we try to keep the kids happy also, because we don't want them frustrated and the parents sitting on the stands and the kids sitting with a long face. Yeah,
well, you know what happened is in between the card and lining up and everything else, and you got to tweak something. Time going by, and they need to keep themselves active. So the parents might love the music and eat some food, but the children, they want to play.
They want to play.
They want to play. So we got the bouncies there to keep them playing and having a good time.
Correct.
All right. Now I'm looking forward to seeing some of these RC boats. You know, the RC folks had a a show on the government channel one time.
Okay.
That showing some of the boats and the racing and so forth and so on, and the thing, it catch me totally by surprise. I had a cousin come all the way down from Florida to participate in this thing.
Yes, I went to one of the events and I was amazed of how well organized they have this stuff.
Yeah,
you know, these guys set up like professional race car drivers. They got the little pit area. They opened the toolbox. They got propellers. What, $400 and something like the small as a coin.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, they're very serious about their sport.
Yeah.
And just like the regular car racers, a lot of them are well into their, you know.
And we're interested. I was ready to disown my cousin. I said, "What you do?" I come down here and I know, you know, and doing something I like to say also. So
well, that's why we want to expose them to the other community, you know, people that don't know about their racing. You know, let them come out and you know, they could see what's going on with the boat racers.
Okay, seems that we have a caller here. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Is this on air?
Yes, ma'am. You don't want to be on the air?
No, sorry.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna have to get my engineer to come in here and transfer this to off the air. Okay, so please hold on. Anyhow, we're talking about the RC racing and them being out there and being exposed to the rest of the public, so people could know that this is going on.
Yes. Apparently, I'm new to the remote control world, so I found out they race over at the Bethlehem Pond when there's water, because right now the level is like in the bottom.
Drought relief. Drought relief.
Yeah, but I was amazed. I went over there and I seen the setup, and like I said, they're well organized. And at the time I went, they had racers came from Puerto Rico, racers from Orlando, Florida, and I was like, really, these guys actually flew down from Orlando? But then when I start speaking to them, you know, it's a big organization.
Big.
You know, and St. Croix is well known in Puerto Rico and in the States with this remote control racing. And, you know, we're clueless about what's going on.
Yeah, well,
that's why we invited them to come out to the drag racing and do a little display. That way, you know, they could get a good feedback.
Yeah,
and we could get some of their racers to come out and bring the little cars, and some of those remote control cars run up to 60-70 miles an hour.
Yeah. Serious business.
Yeah,
serious business.
Yeah.
It's a serious hobby. You know, I used to be into model cars and then the electric racing cars and this stuff, and when you look at how much money you put into it, these things are not a little toy that you just spend a couple of dollars for. This just like the race cars, it's something, it's a hobby and you put money into. So in that same sense, it's also a part of an economic engine.
Correct.
That keep things going in a very constructive way.
I see it like this: anything that has a motor in it and a set of wheels, you know, welcome to the drag racing world. Come and join us.
I hear
you know, you got a motorcycle, you got a scooter, you got a go-kart. Come out, bring it out. You know, we'll find a race for you. All
right. Well, let's get a little bit more, broke it down from the technicals to the public here, because when I said bracket racing, you know, a bracket could be a piece of metal, a whole two things together, you know, so you want to know what kind of bracket racing we talking about. And I'm being funny there deliberately, but I'm just saying we have basically two types of racing: bracket racing and grudge match racing.
Yes. And match racing.
Match racing. I stick that one in there because it don't come down like that.
Right. It's a grudge between two owners.
That's right. Let's talk about bracket racing and what is involved.
Okay, the bracket racing is basically you time your cars, you make a couple passes down the track, and you know you use your best time. And your time is recorded at the tower, which the guy has the timing system, and then they line you up with another car within your speed. You know, with this certain, it's a bracket that has, for instance, for people that look at basketball, just like how they have the end NCAA brackets.
Right. The different.
How they break down 64 teams and bring it down to one.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing we do. We match the fastest and the slowest, and then that means number 1 and number 16, and then number 2 and number 15. Continue going, and at the end of the day, it could be the faster car win. It could be the slower car win. It all works out on the starting light. If you sleep on the starting light, you lose.
Yeah.
Because that's where most people win their bracket racing.
Yep.
So I know a guy right now in Florida. He has one of the smallest engines in his bracket, but guess what? He beats the fastest cars out there. But it's a fun thing to do. For people that does the match racing, which is a match racer just comes out and he just wants to run one person or run 2 people. They just come just for that. They don't come for no bracket racing.
My car fast and you was mean.
Exactly.
What you said. There we go. Put your money where your mouth down. Let's do it.
Right. Well, this Saturday we have approximately, I think, is 6 different match races.
All right.
We have some old schoolers coming out of the woodworks. We have Mr. Fleming out of Fleming Transport coming out with the scrap parts car.
Well,
he put together some parts, and he bringing out a Mustang to race some Hondas. So it's gonna be fun. We have oh boy, Mad Max supposed to be running the current Blue Hell. So that's gonna be a good matchup. If people don't know who Blue Hell is, it's a Chevy Vega from Frederickstead, owner Lloyd Daniels. He's been in the drag racing scene for many years, over 20, 25, 30 years, something like that. He's currently on our board, and he came to us last night. He said he has a match race. Everybody turned around and looked at him like, what? You actually have somebody to run you? He's like, yeah, Mad Max wants a piece of me, so we're gonna take a pass this Saturday. I was like, wow, that's good.
Yeah, man.
So that's what we need. We need people to come out of the woodworks and take the cars out of retirement and bring them out and make a few passes. We have the owner of Monarch Equipment, Mr. Tumba. He's bringing out his Bug, which has a rotary engine. He's looking for match racing also. So anybody that want to jump on a Bug, come get your poison, because he got something waiting for you.
All right. Well, there is something about when you tell me a rotary engine in a Bug. I'd be there trying to wrap my head around that one.
Like, where is it going?
Not only where it's going, but that's maybe exaggerating a little bit, but it's a feat of engineering.
Yes.
And I think that there's in some of these things, I love when they take off the hood, take off the cover, and show you what's under the hood. Okay,
yeah.
Show you what's there. Okay, because it's something that these young people, especially who are aspiring from just to be a mechanic, or all the way up to being an engineer.
Yeah,
and you look at these things, it's amazing.
Yeah, we have a perfect example. One of our favorite racers right now on the track is Pachuco Racing, which is Mr. Bambi. He has a Toyota Corolla with a big block Chevy engine up in there with a power glide transmission. When you see the car, you'd be like, oh, he got a Toyota. Oh. Yeah. When he opened the hood, you see, what in the world he have tucked in there? But this guy represents St. Croix 150%. He goes to Nevis, he goes to Antigua, he takes his car all down the Caribbean, and he represents us, full force.
All right.
So that's why we keeping the doors open for the other islands, for future events. That way they know we're well represented down there, and he's a well-spoken guy, so well-respected. So
well, we're gonna talk about future events. I see you got something coming down the pike, so
yeah,
working on something. So we're gonna definitely talk about that, because I'm looking forward to that. When there is money involved in car racing, and when I said there's money, nobody giving away money as much. So you have to understand that to prepare a car. And in the case of when they come in from St. Thomas to transport a car,
yeah, very expensive.
Okay, from Puerto Rico to transport a car, from Florida to transport a car, and these are things that people do when we hold our signature events here.
Yes.
All right. So you have a cash flow involved one in preparing the car, two in transporting the car when you bring in people in, and then people have to stay in hotels. They go out and eat. They go out and party or cry over a beer, but there's still money being spent.
You have to spend,
all right, and so I see the New Caribbean Drag Racing Association as part of the new economic engine here in St. Croix and ultimately here in these Virgin Islands. So that's why I see you guys are doing. So it's more than fun.
Yeah.
We are taking care of ourselves and our economy.
We're selling our island,
exactly.
our Virgin Islands. We're selling it. You know, we showing people. Yes, we might be down, but we're not out.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
We're trying to stand up on our own 2 feet.
I want to say it this way: we down. You know where we down? We down the road.
Down
because
the road.
we got
Yes,
down
sir.
the track and win the race.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So no, it's big business. It's big business. Okay. Yeah. I see you have your partner here, sir. Don't be shy. Take the mic. Introduce yourself and become part of the conversation.
Listeners. This is Malcolm George, Vice President of the new Cdra. I come here to help out my partner Ramon and give you a little extra information, maybe something he missed, I could help out on another end, you know.
All right.
Yes,
He did a very good job.
He has the lineup of all the match racers, so
Okay.
he could give you more input on what's lined up for this Saturday.
I'm gonna ask you something here now. For this Saturday, do we have sponsors?
Yes.
Okay. Who are your sponsors?
You gotta listen.
Okay.
Well,
And I say that because the New Caribbean Drag Racing Association has basically reinvigorated drag racing as part of the economic engine of the Virgin Islands and also in support of the community.
Yeah.
And anybody who supports what you're doing, as far as I'm concerned, is worthy of mention in that
From the
sense.
smallest
Okay,
to the biggest,
from the
correct.
smallest to the biggest. So,
Yeah.
if you want to take a minute to get ready with that, that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that, but I know like Napa and you had Gallows Bay Hardware
Correct.
and other folks that are helping
Yeah.
out. But I just called a few from when we talked before. So
yes.
and just let you know, you ain't leaving out of here before you give these men the props.
no,
Exactly.
For
for sure.
supporting what you're doing.
Yeah,
all right.
for sure.
Okay, but you say you have the lineup and who
Let me
running?
line up right here.
Okay,
We're
talk
running-
to us.
Okay, we have a couple match race set up. Well, we have for one race, the first race we have is Kalim with the Hulk, the Green Civic, running Tony and the Orange Bug. That's the guys them out of West with the buggy.
All right.
So the Orange Bug and the Hulk I run last race event and apparently had a little confusion with the finish line, so they said they run it over again. So them guys will run it over and hopefully they put out a good show and let everybody see what these cars could do.
All right.
And the next race we have Bambi and Barry Fleming. Bambi with Kim K, the black Civic, and Barry coming with his white Mustang, aka Spare Parts, aka White Hennessy. Alright?
White Hennessy.
White
All right.
Hennessy.
As long as you driving a straight
As long as
line.
you get a straight line. He put the Hennessy in the gas tank. He don't take the Hennessy, sir. No,
But this is a classic. This is a classic Chevy Ford matchup.
This is Honda.
Honda Civic.
Okay.
Honda Ford.
Honda Ford? Okay,
Them
Honda
guys
Ford.
battle it out on the internet right now, so they're getting hard, so they're getting put on a line.
All right.
Yeah, so
What is-
them guys supposed battle it out. Then we have Rafi with Candy Crush with his green Civic, turbocharged Civic, going up against Ghost 300ZX. Well, Ghost is a veteran in the game. He won the last bracket race event with his car. He hasn't raced in a while, but he came out and did his thing and he won the bracket race program. And he took home some money with it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Hey, that's always good.
So he and Rafi going battle it out this weekend.
All right.
And then we could have a couple other match races, nothing for sure. We hear Tomba is coming out with his Bug X and he's supposed to run another car, but we're not too sure of that. But we would like for him to come down. Tomba always supported us and we like to see him come down with Bug X and do his thing.
All right.
You know? So that's the match races line up and we'll be having a bracket race program. So if you have the regular everyday car, you could come out and have a little fun. You don't have to be not all out race car. You could have your little daily car and you want to do a little something, you could come out and do your thing, you know.
All right.
Yeah, like just practice on the lights. Just get a feel, you know. It's very fun. I did it the last time. I haven't raced in a while because my car is done right now and I haven't raced in a while, so I took my everyday car and I ran them guys. They knocked me out, well. I was alright. I had a good time.
All right.
And one thing for all the female that's listening out there, for every female that come to race, we're not charging you for racing. Okay?
Race for free. The
Race
ladies,
for free.
race for
Only
free.
for ladies.
Ladies'
Ladies
Day
So-
and night.
If you're listening, take your husband race car and come make a few passes.
All right.
You might win something.
You may take home some money.
I'm bragging rights.
Cause we have too much ladies out there racing right now. We like the ladies to come out and try. I think.
Yeah, we have a lot of female bike riders out there.
Yeah.
So we would like to see them come out and do a little something. We have a few ladies out there with nice cars and stuff, you know, running around the street sounding nice. So and looking nice, so they, you know, come out and enjoy yourself too.
All right. Well, that means that drag racing is an equal opportunity.
That's right.
Yes.
We'll get one more match
All
race,
right.
Dougie.
Uh-huh.
Get one more. We like Daniel and Blue Hell.
Yeah, we have
Alex
one.
Bromley Martin and Mad Max. That's the two veterans them there too. Two big cars, Chevy versus Mustang.
Yes.
You know, that's a big matchup right there. So
All
two
right.
big cars, they're not gonna be out.
Fantastic, fantastic. Because you know what I really appreciate is that y'all calling names.
Yeah.
So because people
Yeah.
know these people,
yeah,
now know what's
like
going
Daniel been in
on.
this game a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Come on out, folks. This is about community. This is about drag racing. This is about
Having fun.
and doing something different on a Saturday. And you know, it's so much going on between drag racing and we got the Sunset Jazz going on. Of course, Saturday, you know, is an interesting day for me. Last Saturday, I went and I take a dip up on Little Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, and any day of the week you go a little bit first thing in the morning and have people out there taking a dip in the
dip.
water, all the dip. So sometimes that's how I start off. Then it got taking care of the garden.
Uh-huh.
I got, you know, all the chores outside.
So like you prep your body for all this work.
I'm the minister of outside affairs.
Yes, sir.
So I outside walking.
Cutting grass and the grass high
so but I put a cutoff to by noon to cool out whatever, and like I said, guy, young man that want to see these cars, okay,
Yeah.
and get on the bouncy, of course, you know,
Yeah.
counted on that,
Yeah.
and you know, you're gonna have other channels. So I'll be out there to check you all out, and you know, folks, I want to stress this. Okay, you got choices. You got choices. What I've been finding is that, like for instance, the last time. On the 5th of September, it had something going on down on the beach. It had something else going on, and it's like, why gonna be all of these places? All right, so we
Yeah.
got choices, and this is important. Get out there and support drag racing. Check out these match races that we got going on, and that's the thing that I really want to see. And then we come back and talk about it some more. Okay.
All right. And as far as Saturday goes, and the entrance fee will be $10 to get in the gate for all spectators. It'll be $20 to run your car. $20 covers your gate entry and, well, the race car and a driver. And if you want to enter the bracket, it's $20 to enter the bracket.
Yep.
Okay, so
And
come
kids
on.
free. Kids free.
and kids 12 and under free.
Kids free.
So bring out your kids, bring out the whole family.
Family
you know.
affair.
Yeah.
All right.
Music by DJ Swain again, you know.
All right, okay. Well, you know, we're gonna keep it live. We're gonna keep it live. One of these days, when we have a drag racing event, maybe we could get a simulcast.
That'd be great,
So
yeah.
that when we have the races, when the race is going down, we
That would
could
be good, yeah.
call in and, you know, update the public. Hey, come on down. This grudge match getting ready to go down. Don't miss it. You know,
Right.
that kind of thing. Do a little thing from down at the car track. Okay, but this is exciting. This is exciting, and I'm really happy to see it come back. Okay, Uncle Elwood, I don't know if you don't listen to the show, but maybe you might want to resurrect that Mustang. Okay, all right. We got a lot of legacy folks that have been involved, and it's good when you see them come out. All right, now let's talk about bikers. Okay, I know we got a lot of bikers here. How did a make out down there? Did a race down there too?
Oh yeah, we got a few
race.
bikers on a consistent basis come down and we have a bracket for them also, you know, so they don't feel left out because there's a lot of bikers on the road, a lot of bike clubs. So we invite all of them to come out and join the bracket racing. You know,
And if you got matches, you guys come out and let us know you have a matches. If you want to line it up with somebody and want matches, just let us know you want matches. You know,
Correct.
I always make space for you.
We got any specialty bikes that's just for drag racing?
we have
Yeah.
at least I think it's like 4 or 5 guys here
Yeah, we have
ready
guys
to
like
race.
PJ have a all-out race bike, and you have
Crush.
Crush have a bike. You have a couple fast bike around here,
Yeah.
top of the line bikes. I must say these guys will spend money and they ride.
All
Like
right.
the same thing like
We're,
car
we're,
guys.
we're working on something good so that way everybody could see a real bike shootout and real car racing with other islands. So that's in the upcoming future.
Yeah, no, we
You
don't
know,
talk
and-
about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned that because when they, even if they're not racing, just to have those bikes line up and park and
Well,
just
this
show,
weekend they're
yeah.
coming out. This weekend they're coming out to
Okay.
test the bikes and work it out and hopefully get a match race.
Fantastic.
So, you know, we're looking forward to seeing that this Saturday.
fantastic. Okay, because these when you watch these young people and when they look underneath the hood of the car and they see this stuff and you see those eyes open
Light up.
up,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and the same thing with the bikes and everything else, and to see it in a controlled and safe environment where it's for fun and safety.
That's right.
Not going down the road and doing craziness on the road.
Correct.
This is about fun and safety in the context of this controlled racing environment. And
Yeah, we want to stop the street racing.
Yeah.
You know, we want to take it out people off the streets for that because
Yeah.
it's dangerous. You know, you're out here in the public road and anybody could
Things
come
will
around the
happen.
car. Anybody could come around the car now. You flying coming down 100
And you
miles an
want-
hour and you take them
Want
out.
take nobody's life at all out
Hey.
on the road, you know.
you know, there's something about that bike and the power. And one of the things I say to people all the time is you gotta respect the machine.
Your machine, exactly.
You gotta
yes.
respect the machine.
Yes.
Now we
Okay?
lost a lot of bike riders due to accidents.
Yeah, accidents and
it's
is respecting the machine. You know, when you and this is a simple situation. This is yesterday. I'm going up toward Pueblo, you know, and the light changed so that coming from Tongue to Pueblo, you could make the right,
Right and turn.
and go straight, right? Well, you know, a biker came down the hill and he banked the corner there by the gas station, irrespective to the fact that somebody was coming and that person didn't
they
slow
stop.
down.
You will get hit.
It'll get hit, you know. And I'm saying that there's nothing going on that's so crucial other than getting to the hospital for the birth of your child or something like that now.
Right.
But you got to live to be there.
Right? Yes.
We gotta slow it down, okay? And you see the road rage thing going on and everything else. We gotta slow it down. In fact, what I try to tell myself is that whenever somebody does something that I find enraging on the road, just tell myself that, you know, maybe there's something going on with that person that I have no idea,
Yeah, what's
not a
going on,
clue,
right?
and let them go and pray
Let it go their way.
and pray for them.
Yes, sir.
And pray for them, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, but and you guys got even better way to do it. Maybe I need to run on down. So let me go down to the track.
Yeah,
and
let me settle this on the track.
Yeah.
Let me settle this on the track.
All right. The new Caribbean Drag Racing Association. Can't say enough about them and their efforts for drag racing, for a community-rounded approach to drag racing that provides for spectators, provides for the young people, provides for the stomach. You got anybody special gonna be out there with the food?
This is the man right here. He's
This
the
is
chef.
man right here. Okay, talk to me.
We just get a small menu this time. We just hot dog, hamburgers. Hopefully we can get some fries. We try and get our deep fryer so we can get some fries. So we can get hamburger and fries, you know.
Wait, no man. We part it.
The chicken and Johnny cake and
the
everything.
chicken
Well,
and Johnny cake.
That's
and
why I'm
what-
gonna save that for a bigger event.
Okay,
This is
alright,
a local
alright.
thing, so we try and keep it small. you know.
Okay,
But
alright.
For a bigger event, we try and do bigger things like fried chicken, Johnny cake, and stuff like that.
Okay.
you know.
Kingfish.
But you kingfisher for the Rasta man, them. Oh, the Rasta man, they need the fish, you know.
Yeah, all
They
right.
don't want the veggie burger, they want the fish.
Okay, well, let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future because I know that you guys got some interesting things planned for the future. And I understand that we're talking about the future, not something set in stone, but something we're working
Working
toward.
on, yes.
Okay? So talk to me what you have in store for the people of the Virgin Islands. And
For VI Puerto Rico Friendship Weekend, we're working on having Puerto Rico over here Right now, we're trying to get 2 cars and a couple motorcycles to come over. We're already in talks with them. We're just working in the logistics
part.
Tortola is very interested in coming over also.
They was here
Memorial Day weekend.
They was here. They had a great time, so they would really like to come back again.
They trying on their own right now to come over.
All right.
They call us. They's like, no. Why you guys didn't invite us? We want to come back.
They want to know what the hell
It was like, but wait, you told us you wanted to come back in December for Christmas. So we was expecting to call them for Christmas and let them know, well, okay, we're working for you for that. But they jumped the gun. They said, well, we hear Puerto Rico coming. We hear St. Thomas coming. Why we can't come? So they're working on their logistics over there to come over next month, October 10th and 11th. We're going to have 2 bracket. Well, we're working on a couple bracket racing for the faster cars.
Yep, street cars.
One for street cars, one for faster cars. We trying a couple other things as far as car show. You know, something that, you know, during the day everybody could come out and enjoy themselves, have music. You know, just enjoy the atmosphere. Later on, November, I'm working on hopefully a poker run. You know, something that's is not going to be in the waters, it's going to be on land. You know, which you get a poker card, you register yourself, not a vehicle. It's open to everybody. You know, you don't have to have a race car or anything. You know, it's going to be a poker run. Suggested to be $100 to buy into the poker run with a big purse at the end, and at the end will be a drag racing event at the track.
Okay.
You know, so those are 2 things we're working on.
Okay, so VIPR Friendship Month is, I believe, through the middle to ending of October, right?
No, the beginning, like the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Second week in October.
Second week in October.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now you got so this gonna be an October event.
Yeah.
Yes.
2-day event,
sure.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
The holiday is the Monday, so you can stay home and relax.
Okay. All right. Good. And I'm asking that because we need to start prepping our mind.
Because they set your mind.
Exactly what's going to be going on, because the 24th you're going to get competition. That's a Saturday. The 24th, when I say competition, you got Clean Sweep Frederickstead. They working us hard in the morning, but they got black party in the evening, so we got fitting car racing in between. And then you have Christianstead Community Alliance also going to be doing something and whatever, but that's not to slow you down. I'm just saying you got other things going on. So once again, we got choices.
We might be out there also cleaning up, so you know, we also have to come out and help clean up the community.
Amen.
You know, not just for car racing, but we have to help out others.
I hear you. So it's gonna be, if you pick that weekend, I'm just saying it's gonna be a fun-filled weekend with other things going on also. And that's why I was asking, because I love it when I am conflicted, when I want to clone myself so I could go to 2 and 3 different things. Right. You know, and if I ever hear anybody try to tell me,
ain't got nothing to do.
Ain't got nothing to do, it's great boring, I go watch it and cut up my eye. Okay? That's all I gonna do. Me don't even waste no words. Just watch it and cut up my eye. Me, you know, maybe bust a suck teeth in the process.
I want to make note, we're seeking volunteers to come out and help assist in drag racing events. If anybody interested in volunteering their time for any event, you will have free entry. You will have a meal if you volunteer.
Okay.
You know, so anybody that's willing, you know, to cook, you have a food handlers card, and you're interested in, you know, coming out and assisting and helping cook, feel free to come or contact one of us. I'll put my number over here.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna take a break in a minute here. All right, so when we come back, we're going to talk about contact information and, the volunteer information. What you could do is send me the information in terms of what you're looking for in volunteers too. That list, you know, make up the list, and in between you, I, and whoever else on Facebook and everything else, we get the word out.
Okay.
And make sure as much as possible that those folks who would love to do stuff like this going to get a chance. All right. So we're going to take a pause for the cause here. Ease in this music, All right, here
People
there.
dancing now.
Hear it there? All right. Make sure you have that kind of music done on the track. I gotta talk to
Yes.
DJ Swain and make sure
Definitely.
that my
Check.
kind of. All right, we'll be back.
News Talk for the Virgin Islands. AM 970 WSTX.
All right. See, I done missed the light, you know. Light turn green. I supposed to go down the lane, but I busy grooving to the music.
Man, you red light.
All right, WSTX. Reflections, the community mirror. What do you see when you look in that mirror? All right, 773-0390, 773-0490. Of course, we're streaming also, so with the TuneIn app, you can listen into what we're talking about. You can go to wstxradio.com and listen to the streaming that way. But the bottom line is, it's a community-minded station, and we're talking about a community-minded event here. Car racing, drag racing, bike racing, remote control car racing.
And add one more thing. We have bully dog meat. If you have your bully dog out there, just bring him out, show him off out to the community.
All right.
Bully dog meat.
The bottom line is, it's all about community. Bouncies for the kids and all this other good stuff. But you know what? One of the things that happens sometimes when you put on something is that the folks looking on from outside think that, oh man, that's easy. Ain't nothing to it. We got cost $20 to run a car or $10 to come in. And I want to talk about that a little bit because, first of all, we're trying to get this thing up off the ground. You know, I'm going to be out there. I already committed to coming with my video camera because we're going to get some footage and everything else to help with the cars and so forth and so on. And I'm doing it as a, what's the V word? Volunteer.
Yes, sir.
All right? Not because I'm a masochist and just like to go around doing everything for free, but the bottom line is sometimes you get out what you put in. And I love having car racing and other things going on so that I can go and participate and enjoy. So you got to put something in. So in that context, if there's some special skill that you can do to help this organization get on its feet and be successful, hey, do the part. You'll get the props. All right? We ain't worrying about that. You'll get the props. But the bottom line is that this is about community. And you have a choice to be part of the solution. All right, so I invite you if you some special skill. But let's talk about some of the people who've stepped up to the plate in that regards, as far as sponsors and stuff like that.
We like to thank Fleming Transport, Barry Fleming. He's been a big supporter from the get-go. He the one who sponsored the track bite for every event, and track bite is not easy. So you guys, you have to appreciate Barry Fleming. That guys go all out. He do his best and he come and put in his work. I would like to thank Just Right Trucking, Mitchell with the truck man. He came yesterday and did some work for us for free of charge. Just Right Trucking, so you can't forget it. If you're out there and need a job done in your house or something, some material move, check that man there, Just Right Trucking, Mitchell. I'd like to thank Attorney Nelson Tang Ho. From the beginning, that's our attorney. She like to crack the whip now and again, so you have to be in line. She don't lash me couple times already, you know. So she don't have to be in line, so she do a lot of work. I'd like to thank our office, our employees. Anytime we need anything type up, any information, they go through and get it done for us one time. No problems or anything at all. She always come through for us. So we like to thank her.
We got Gateway gas station. You know, they support us every time we have any events. You know, we got Epoch Graphics sponsored us. You know, for a couple of stuff. Napa Auto Parts, one of our biggest sponsors right now. Dan's Trucking for the support and equipment and stuff, and helping cleaning up the track and stuff. KC Tuning and Performance, he's a sponsor. Kevin Christian. He's sponsoring our bracket racing this weekend. So if you come out and you race, shake his hand, say thank you, whatever, and Casey Tuning.
Yep.
If you need your car tuned up, you need your race car tuned.
Yeah, car build, check
You
that
need a
guy.
race car built.
One of the best around here.
Right now, this guy, he'll work fire department during the week, and on Friday he'll jump on a plane and go Antigua to tune a car.
Yeah.
The next day he'll be in Totola tuning another car. Next day, you know, he's in California going to a seminar for AEM tuning. He does a lot of modern technical stuff with these cars and you know, stuff that people overlook, and you know, I'm very proud of him. You know, he's a classmate of mine from Central High Auto Mechanic class. So
Right.
One of the best around here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of work for a lot of guys around here.
And a member of Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. So
Hey,
you pull a banjo string for you too.
so when you don't sleep,
Me no be son.
He's
Me
a
always
sleepless man.
He always a nickel. Always a nickel.
So
Casey tuning.
he
Big up, Kevin.
he
Yes, sir.
picked the right organization, Sleepless Nights.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are plenty sleepless
Well,
nights.
that's good. Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about
And one more WSTX AM and FM,
Oh my goodness!
because
Nick.
they open doors. They open doors for us. You
All
know.
the time. All
Yes,
the
sir.
time.
Give
All
thanks
right,
again.
The community-minded station.
Yes.
All right.
For
Well, you know,
us, by us.
it comes back around.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to put in to get out.
Give out.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when I had my computer lab and I was there doing things on Saturdays with these young people, and people were asking, well, you know, how you don't make time? They said, I got this to do and that. I said, well, you know,
Yeah.
what you put into these churn is where you're gonna
Get
get, out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. So you got to figure out a way to be a part of the solution. No, maybe not your whole day, but an hour or two. Some volunteer
Yeah.
organization, something you got to put in. All right.
Yeah.
And WSTX does more than its share in that sense as a
Really
community-minded
appreciate
station.
you having us
Yeah.
once again.
All right. Now, you know, we talk about moving cars across the water.
Yes, it's very, very expensive to bring these cars.
Tell me about what's involved. Talk a little bit about that so I can understand.
First thing, you have to get in contact with the racers in where you want them to come from. You want to get to know them and let them know that what the movement is about, you know. So we try and talk with them, like Luke, Tyrone Luke. He had the contact out of Puerto Rico for these cars, and these guys were interested in coming St. Croix. So he get in contact with those guys, let them know what's up. He would have liked them to come see the surface, but them guys said, no, we want to come, so just set it up and we come in. So now you have to get the transportation part and everything, because these cars have to check for if you have a lead in the car and all that kind of stuff gotta get done before they ship the car. So you gotta get all of that done. And then you have to go check for a transportation company, and we're paying cheap right now. It's about $4,000 for a 40-foot container from round trip from Puerto Rico. So it ain't cheap at all.
$4,000. Okay.
$4,000 round trip.
How much car to fit in a container?
You could fit about 3 cars pushing it. But you can probably couple bikes could fit. If you know what you're doing, you could fit a little, probably one more car. But you have to do like a little modification, like jack the car up and probably stabilize them so they wouldn't shift during movement and shipping and stuff like that. But about 3 cars safely and probably few bikes could probably fit in one 40-foot container. But it's very expensive.
But and the thing of it is that could be just one racing team. It's about different teams necessarily.
It's actually two or three teams we walking with right now.
Right, but what I'm saying is that one container, that $4,000 might be just one.
And that's just shipping alone. So you have to still think about car rental. Still have to think about for them to come over and airfare, hotel, all that stuff,
custom clearance.
You got
clear them. They have their own charges. They have a port fee in Puerto Rico. When they go back, they have to pay. I forgot the name of it.
Well, let me ask you this now. In terms of the timing of everything, if I ship in my car from Puerto Rico or St. Thomas here, when it gets here to St. Croix, it need to be here like 2 days before, 3 days before. How much?
Probably like most likely is when the ship will arrive. Cause some ship they come from Puerto Rico on a Wednesday, so they probably most likely come on a Wednesday, and
it can get cleared out.
Get cleared in time for the event and everything.
Okay, all right, good.
It's very expensive. See, like for a barge to come from St. Thomas right now is $8,000 round trip, and a barge go hold from about 20 to 32 cars.
So if we have that ferry that's been in the dreams of our senators for so long.
it would be much
It would be a much easier
Much
task
easier.
for our St. Tomian friends and St. Jonian friends to bring the vehicles
It's supposed
over.
to be one VI,
You
and
know,
it's like we so
St.
separated.
Thomas pays, St. John pays, what, $15 to carry the car from St. John to St. Thomas?
Hint, hint, hint.
And and we have to get murdered over here with the prices just to bring, you know, the 4 cars over here just to run for an inter-island event.
And
We're
that's
supposed
just
to be
for
a United
weekend,
Virgin
that's for
Islands.
one weekend.
Not we're in the middle of nowhere down south from St. Thomas.
Well, I gonna say it a little bit different because you know we could say
I had to hit that low blow, man. 'Cause it gets under my skin
No,
when the
was-
St. Tomians complain, oh, we don't come over as often. Well, hello, we're not getting the assistance from the shippers, the barge people, you know, cut us some slack. We give you the business every time we have an event. Why you keep us with the same rates?
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Well, I hear you, but the blow won't low.
Well, enough.
It won't low. It was a good blow, but it won't low.
Yeah.
You know, because the bottom line, as I pointed out earlier, car racing is part of an economic activity, an economic engine that just make sense.
But
Yes.
look at Canton. About 2 weeks ago, Antigua had a big race. Down in Antigua, they had car from Montserrat, Nevis, St. Kitts, and I think Anguilla. They had cars from. And then guys had an awesome show. The government helped them out and everything, and then guys had an awesome show. So they man make money on hotels. People went out to eat, rental cars, and then guys had a great time, and they would like to go back. You know.
All right. Well, we want to see the day when we're gonna have a signature event for drag racing. That's gonna be just like the fair. That's St. Croix
Yeah.
Park with people and
Yes.
things going on. And this is not dreaming. This
It could
is
happen.
what's possible.
Yeah.
All right. All we have to do, and I think it was just a big move just by letting you all get access to that property for starters.
Yeah, that was a
that
big-
was a
start.
big smart move by our government.
Yeah.
Okay, to say, hey, this is an economic activity that we can partner
See the
with.
potential it have. It have a
All
lot of
right,
potential.
and so I give them the props for having an open mind and seeing where this can go. All right, but we have to remove unnecessary roadblocks.
A lot of red tape. A lot of red tape.
Unnecessary red tape. We have to remove those things so that the economic activity can go forward unfettered, and that the tax dollars can come in unfettered. Okay.
I would love to see at least 3 senators out of our 7 show up to our racing event and see the amount of work we put into it and how much benefit the St. Christ Virgin Island could benefit from.
Virgin Islands are a
You know.
whole.
Now let me
Yes,
let me
but
let me say something now, right?
yes,
You don't know who listening now, and maybe
that's why I'm putting an invitation out.
right.
Yes, yes.
No, but I want you to take a step forward, farther than that, and give them an invitation, a written invitation.
Gotcha.
Do that for all of us. Give them a written invitation. Okay, I know if you want to give them a free drink with a soda or a drink or whatever,
We give them free entry.
Sweeten it up for them,
Yeah.
but give them an invitation and tell them this is about economic activity in the Virgin Islands that can grow into anywhere from jobs to other business
Yes.
to international acclaim here in the Caribbean. Put it to them that way. This ain't about I watching you and whether or not you gonna get a vote. This is saying, do you care about the Virgin Islands?
Yes.
This is one way we're saying we're doing our part and we're showing you how you could rise to the occasion to help us.
Yes,
and,
sir.
and keep it all positive.
Yeah,
and
Well,
keep it
yeah.
that
like
sense.
tourism been stepping up to the plate and helping us out big time too. Because when Totola was here, they helped us out with the barge transportation.
Yeah.
So I like to big up Department of Tourism. They
You
came
know,
through big time for us.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? Next time we meet, before we meet, I'm gonna have the full list
Yeah,
from you
full list.
guys of who all help you and how they help, because it's important. The community needs to know. Sometimes when an agency drop the ball, we don't beat up on
Mash them up, mash
Yeah.
them up. But
And-
when they do good, we don't let
and
people
we
know.
exactly no, we got to give out the props. We got to let folks know so that in fact we want to say, hey, we're not just here to beat up. We're here to also
Yeah.
recognize you for the
Yeah.
good things
That you've done.
that you do,
Yep.
which more often than not is more often. So we got to make sure that
Yes,
we
sir.
get the more often out there. All right, yeah. Well, this is really exciting for me. And like I putting you all on notice, I have this young man with these eyes wide open and looking forward to the song of these cars and everything going down there, going on. And just so there are a lot of other young people that want to see these things. They're just in awe from the song, the noise, the
yeah.
and when that thing roar up there,
adrenaline.
yes,
Yes.
they coming out running out the jumpy to go see what's going on. Okay, and of course in the meantime, the chicken leg and Johnny Cake coming. Hot dogs for the time being, but chicken leg and Johnny Cake coming.
Yeah, that they coming for sure. Everybody asking for the Johnny Cake and chicken.
All right, you know, we're gonna end up probably having to have a gym co-locate out there, you know.
You could probably have a little physical challenge going on. You could get yourself fit. You walk off the hot dog and the chicken leg and Johnny Cake.
All right, but it's all good. I'm really fired up about this and looking forward to it. Now, good weather. I'm hoping that everything stays just right. Now, we all hoping for the rain. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sunday, not Saturday.
I'll put a special prayer that it be the Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday. Okay.
You gonna bless us and come this Sunday.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, but it's nice out there. It's nice out there when that sun is out and the racing is going on. Okay, now we got our various sponsors, and you mentioned also the tourism department of tourism, and that's muy importante. We talked about the fact that it's money to run this thing, and so we come back again now to volunteers. Okay, we were talking about volunteers earlier, and I want to come back to that because that's very important. When someone volunteers to assist at the track, you feed them. Yeah. They have refreshments.
Yes.
They get free entry.
Yes.
Okay, so the bottom line is that there's an incentive there in that you don't have to go through those hardships in that sense that and work for you too. Right. Okay. So what I want you to do is you know, between now and the next time we meet, that we start looking at the criteria that you're looking for, things you're looking for in your volunteers, okay? Because I know you're not going to have them doing something technical that they have to be trained in without any training, number one. But there's certain things, if you got the cooking skill, for instance, and you have the food handler's card, well, you're already qualified.
Yeah, right. Like I asked my mother to volunteer last night. My auntie said he's going to help us out. So.
All right. Well, that's what it's all about.
But if you want to volunteer, you can contact me at this Malcolm at 332-9177 to give me a call, you know. And tell me you would like to volunteer your time.
332-9177.
Yeah,
Malcolm.
You call me X. You call me X. So.
Okay, well today you're head chef and coordinator for CDRA.
That's right. All around that.
Okay. Are you on Facebook?
No, I know.
Okay,
but so we have a CDR page.
You have a CDR page? No, I just was asking because that's looking at all the ways to
make contact.
Yeah. So through the CDRA Facebook page, through your number again?
Yep. 332-9177.
332-9177. Okay, that's Malcolm. And of course, we have Ramon Cuencas, also our PR guy, and is out here relentless, pounding the ground, making sure that the word get out about the new Caribbean Drag Racing Association. You can't say you didn't know about it. That's for sure, because Ramon been out there getting the word out. And this is the third time that we've been here talking about it, and the third time is the charm.
Yes, sir.
The third time is the charm. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, so Caribbean Drag Racing and Wstx AM 970. Join the conversation. 773-0390, 773-0490. And let me just talk a little bit about these phone lines and how quiet it is, right? You know, and I say this, guys, I really enjoy when I walk down the street and people say, you know, I was listening to that was a good show, this, that, the other, so forth and so on, because folks are listening.
Yeah.
Folks are listening.
Yeah, I get that feedback also. Yeah.
Yes, folks are listening. All right. Now, in the process now, This show is going to be on YouTube. All you gotta do is go online to YouTube and do a search for Douglas Canton, and when you find that channel, you're gonna see the shows that we have here on WSTX AM 970 Reflections. You even have some in there with AM Friday with Doc Peterson, who, you know, can't get over Anita. He love us so. But anyhow, it's one of those things, you know. I know, man. Somebody bonesy and he trying to beg her to come back or something. I know. I gotta figure out what it is going on there. But Lord, he love Anita so. Anyhow, we're gonna take a pause for the cars.
Mark the X. This is AM 970 WSTX.
All right, all right. WSTX Reflections Thursday. We're laying the foundation for a fantastic Friday. So thank God it's Thursday, because without a Thursday we wouldn't have a Friday. All right, and we've got Caribbean Drag Racing Association, the new Caribbean Drag Racing Association here with us today. And we're talking about drag racing events coming up. And in fact, this Saturday we've got some events going on here. What I call it now? Grudge match racing. with some names, and I want you to talk about the matches again. Be ready to talk about the matches, because I want people to keep in mind that some of the old school and we got some new school coming in, but definitely some grudge match races. We're gonna see who gonna walk away with the glory and who going to cry over the beer or soda. But in the process, I wanted to just segue a little bit here. You know, drag racing is a business. All right, that's a reality. It is a business. So that means that they had to go through the process of getting their organization licensed, getting their organization set up, getting their proper tax status, and so forth and so on. And I'm going to tell you that in my business operations that I've been having to go to the Department of Licensing and Consumer Affairs to get things done. And you've heard me in the past give them props, and I got to give them props again here today, because they go above and beyond to make sure that if you have everything lined up in a row, that you get your license. And if you don't have everything lined up, they show you where you're crooked, where you're off the mark, and what you need to bring back so you could get it done.
Yep.
All right? You can't want more than that, because either you have everything lined up and everything go through, or you don't have everything lined up and they give you guidance. They don't keep you guessing. They don't send you for this one thing and then you come back, oh, and you need this other thing. No, 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 no. They let you know all the things that you need. Now, that's fantastic, because we're talking about this people interaction thing. But you know, they're also online, which means that you could do 99.999% of what you need to do online to get your license. Well, when you go in the lobby there, they have a couple of computers there. So if you're having a problem and you come in, their assistant could come in and assist you right then and there, one time, to go through getting what you need to get done to become licensed to do business here in the Virgin Islands. And on top of that, they have resources in a sense of bilingual, so they can help anyone that speak English, you speak Spanish. I know about the patois, French, and others, but maybe they got skills there too. But I know for sure bilingual service there is fantastic. Okay, so on all levels. And if you had a chance to see the town hall meeting that was held with licensing and the Department of Labor and others, it was on Channel 6, the government channel. It was very, very good. Very, very enlightening. They covered a lot of things like the addressing the cost of gas here in the Virgin Islands, things like the food pricing and how to report problems. Certain areas where we had expectations of licensing and consumer affairs, but they don't have authority in those areas. It might be Department of Health, whatever. It was very, very educational. So in having that put together, it was a very great government service. I recorded it, so I have it there for future reference, and who knows, we might talk about it some more. But I thought the invitation to Department of License and Consumer Affairs, so come on in sometime and let's have a little conversation, not so much about the problems but about the organization and how it's set up to serve, because I can give testament to the fact that they do serve, and they do serve well. Okay, now that's one aspect of going into business that Cdra had to go through those hoops and get themselves set up. But the other thing you got to do is you got to make sure you stay straight with the tax man. Because if you don't do it right, you could end up with all kind of fine and penalty and all kind of stuff, whatever. Okay, well, I've had some dealings recently with the Internal Revenue Bureau, IRB, BIR, which way you want to put the order of the letters. The bottom line is you got to pay your taxes. Okay, all right, and I have good things to report there also. Is that I've gotten assistance. The agents there are very pleasant and otherwise helpful to the extent that it is within their legal ability to assist you. Okay, and I'm going to say that you know, I've had good results in terms of the human interaction, and they're willing to assist. And where I didn't have the best situation go down, I don't mean me, I'm talking about human interaction. That was something that's so minor that I'm not even going to go there. I really want to focus on the fact that they got professional people who know this stuff and out there trying to help you to get your taxes paid and make sure that you can be an effective part of the economic engine of the Virgin Islands. Okay, and I'm throwing those things out because very often the only time you hear something is when something goes wrong, when somebody isn't pleased, when somebody feels that they weren't handled right, so forth and so on. And all I'm saying is that we got a lot of good things going on. We got a lot of good people that got it going on. And we got to give props, we got to give kudos, we got to take care of those people who are helping to make it possible. All right? Now, in another instance where I had to deal with workers' comp, wow, I'm going to tell you something, right? When you have somebody that takes such good care of you that even if they tell you no, you can't do what you need, and you still feel happy, that is customer service. Okay? Now, fortunately, they didn't have to tell me no. But that's just how good the customer service was, okay? Yeah. And I want to give them props, okay? Right. You notice I haven't been calling names because really, if there's a name you could call that don't rise to the occasion, I'm hoping that my experience and the fact that I'm giving back these props could be a motivator to them to step up the, you know, at the game accordingly, all right? Because it is really something about community and community service. It's service, people, not servitude, not slavery. It's service. And one of the things I know when I grew up, you know, it wasn't about going and get what you could get for yourself first. It was always about putting up for other people and then take care of yourself. Okay? Service above self, service first. All right. So we're getting closer to the top of the hour, and we've had Caribbean Drag Racing Association here. And just as a recap, we have races and tuning and food and music going on this Saturday. And in addition to that, we got some serious grudge match going on. So match races, I call it grudge match. But anyhow, Malcolm, tell us about who racing who and who gonna be winning some money and who might be crying over their beer or soda.
Somebody gonna be getting home sad and somebody gonna be getting home happy. Alright, so like I said, we have a couple match races lined up. We have Kalim and the Holt, the Green Civic. going up against Tony. The guys them from West with the buggy and the orange bug. We have Bambi with Kim K, the black Civic, going up against Berry. Fleming White Hennessy, aka Spade Parts. He today his birthday, a matter of fact.
All right, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Barry Fleming. And them guys said I'm put some licks on you for your birthday. I don't know much licks they will give, but you get plenty licks, they say. So
can't say you ain't get nothing.
they can't say you get nothing at all. You can get some licks, they say. Alright? Okay, then we have Rafi. That's the president, Cdra president. He bringing out his car, named the Candy Crush Killer. Okay, he can bring going to run Ghost and his red 300Z. And then we have the veterans in the game, Lloyd Daniel and Blue Hell, going up against Bromley Martin and the Mad Max. So that's the matrices that we have lined up.
That's a Chevy against Ford.
Chevy against Ford. The whole classic battle right there. Chevy against Ford. Alright, so that's some of the matrices we have lined up. We may have a little extra too, so come out and we surely put a nice show for you. So come on out and see it.
All right, the bikes are going to be there too. So come on out. Check out the bikes, whether they're on display or running. Come on out and check out the bikes. And of course, we have some guests that are going to be coming in also, as far as the RC boaters and RC car folks going to be there also.
St. Christ Remote Control Boat Racing Association going to be on the track displaying, and they're going to have a few cars exhibition racing.
All right.
So, and they also have a bully dog meet. So if you have your bully dog and would like to bring him out to the track, you show him off, you go ahead and bring him out.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
$10 to get you in, $20 to race, $20 to my bracket race.
All right. And if you're a volunteer, it's $0. Keep that in mind.
$0. Volunteer time we could, as much volunteer we could get, the better.
If you want to volunteer for this Saturday, call 332
29177. That's my number, Malcolm. Just give me a call, let me know.
So, Mr. Quincas, what type of help you need?
We need help at the gate collecting money at the entrance. We need help at the concession preparing sandwiches, which would just assemble the sandwich. Mixed drinks, hand up.
Yeah,
the bar basically.
I'll call you.
We also need help in the technical booth where the timing system is set up. You'll be perfect in that spot too, because you know, basically you get a time slip and you take it downstairs to the racer when they come back up from the track.
And then you help pair the cars them when the bracket race event start, and probably put the numbers on the cars. So you know what not car coming up and stuff like that.
It's not easy, but it's simple setup to work the technical part of it.
And you get to learn something.
You could learn that. Next thing you know, you might be the one taking over. So you know, it's something for the younger kids to get involved with. It's a technical thing, you know, and for the concession, you have to be 18 and over to sell liquor or anything. So
all right. So the important point here is not grudge walk. It's grudge matches, not grudge walk. Okay, so they're not bringing you in to do what somebody else don't want to do as much so as to be part of what they're doing,
right?
And help them in the process.
And when you volunteer, you're not volunteering for the full day of the event. You know, we break it down that way. You only work 2 hours or 3 hours, and then the rest of the event you're free. So the more volunteers we get, your time working will be less.
Right.
Because we'll have more manpower to run the facility.
Okay, fantastic. The bouncers, who's providing your bouncers?
You know, Entertainment in Peter's Rest next to Napoleon Pizza.
Okay.
They gave us good rates, so that's why we trying to keep the bouncies at every event that we have.
All right, fantastic.
I remember the ladies gonna race for free.
All right.
Ladies come out and race.
Well, you know, it's just like you look at WAPA and Vitelco/ICC. All right. The fact of the matter is, when it comes to climbing them pole, I have seen some ladies leave the guys in the dust. And I say that because sometimes when we think about lineman, because it's called lineman, that is just men alone can do these things. All right. So in the same vein, when it come down to you down the line and the lights there,
but
okay, if the woman faster on the gas and the shift than you, okay, you're gonna have to answer. But ladies, come out and show them.
Yes.
But it's proven that women react quicker than the men in racing.
And everything, they don't react
Sometimes in a
quicker.
big drag race, NHR radio, I forgot her name, the young lady name. She just beat
um,
the Pulix and them guys.
Yeah.
So, you know? So,
Yeah,
We-
Jan Fo's daughter.
yeah.
What's your name? Courtney
I can't
Force.
remember her name.
Yeah,
Courtney
we-
Force. You got
we have and
a
when
lot
you go
of
to
races,
when you
yeah.
go to the NHRA
Yeah,
level,
a lot of
you
ladies racing,
you see
We don't have to go that far. We could go Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I met a girl from Puerto Rico, came to New Jersey when I was in the States. She had an 8-second Beretta. You know, I was like, nah, man, she don't drive that. The girl, short girl, about 5'3", about 120 pounds, driving a 1,000 horsepower, going down the track. I was like, no, it can't be right.
You know?
When the girl suit up and went down the track, I had to go to shake her hand, take a picture with her and everything. I said, yes, sir, you proved me wrong. So,
Okay.
yes, you know, don't underestimate the power of a woman, you know, because they'll come out there and peel your pants off on the track.
Hey, tell me about it. Tell me about it. It's,
Yeah, no.
it's one of those things, and we
And
just
it's a
want to
fun
make,
thing.
We
Yeah.
want to make sure that our young people realize that whatever they set their mind to do,
Yeah,
they
can
can do.
Yes.
Okay, male, female, it don't matter. Just set your mind, do the work, apply yourself,
And keep it positive.
and keep it positive. You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, you know, gentlemen, it's been really, really real, really, really real, and I'm looking forward to coming out there this Saturday. Like I said, a young man looking forward to coming out this Saturday. I still catching my tail over the last time. Hold on a second, we got a caller. Good day, caller.
A most pleasant good morning, greetings, gentlemen and listeners. In Jesus Christ's name, this is Wayne Saxon Adams.
Yes, sweet.
Yes, sir. Man.
Good.
Senator, I was wondering if you have a particular topic. The reason why I was wondering is yesterday, former U.S. Attorney, former Lieutenant Governor, and former Superior Court Judge Julio Anthony Brady Esquire passed away at the age of 73.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if I can pay a brief historical homage to him.
Okay, I will let you pay a brief historical homage to him over these airways because he made a contribution that is more than worthy of that homage. Okay, in that context, we're coming down to our top of the hour here, and I do have a couple more things to get in. So keep me in mind. Don't read too slow. Don't talk too slow.
No,
But
I'll be
it
brief,
is.
Senator.
But it's important. I mean, this is something that touches all of us. You know, you can remember the time when you shook his hand, or when he was there involved in critical things as the Attorney General or as Lieutenant Governor. He has made his contribution, and it's only appropriate. So go right ahead.
Thank you, Senator. The information on him comes from two books, namely Profiles of Outstanding Virgin Islanders, the third edition, authored by St. Thomas-based historian Ruth Molina. She in the land of the living, and published by this territory's Department of Education in 1992, and the book, The Wall Almanac and Book of Facts of 2013. Julio Anthony Brady Esquire was born on St. Thomas to Fitzroy Brady and to Eugenie Lanclose Brady on Sunday, August 23, 1942. The younger Brady graduated in 1964 from Catholic University of Puerto Rico, from which he earned a bachelor's degree in majors in English and philosophy. In 1969, he earned his law degree from New York Law School. Continuing on, Brady in 1973 was appointed interim United States Attorney for the District of the U.S. Virgin Islands in the Department of Justice by Chief Judge Merrick Leander Christian Esquire, and commissioned to the position by U.S. President Richard M. Nixon. An unsuccessful candidate for the Democratic nomination for the delegate to Congress, Brady did seek such in 1978. He was tapped by Governor Juan Francisco Luis to join him in 1982 in the gubernatorial race as his lieutenant governor, and Brady Esquire served as the lieutenant governor of the territory from January of 1983 until January of 1987. Brady Esquire ran for the governorship in 1986 with St. Croix District Senator Liliana Belardo de O'Neill as his running mate on a Republican ticket, and his candidacy was endorsed by the 40th President of the United States, Republican Ronald Wilson Reagan. He has since retired but has served as a judge of the Superior Court of the United States Virgin Islands. And he once served during the Schneider administration as Attorney General. Brady passed away, Esquire, from this life on Friday morning, September 16, 2015, at the age of 73 in St. Croix. He was currently married to Miss Gwendolyn Hall Brady, Esquire, and his children are Julie and Andrew. So, gentlemen and listeners, that is a tribute to Julio Anthony Brady, Esquire, born 1942, passed away 2015 at the age of 73.
Okay. Faxman, I want to thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you very much, Senator.
All right, it's important, and we getting the word out, and we keeping history alive in a meaningful way. Thank you again for what you do.
You're most welcome, and again, condolences to his family, especially to his wife, Miss Gwendolyn Hall Brady, Esquire.
Okay, fantastic. All right, sir, and we share in offering condolences.
Thank you very much, Senator.
Okay, you have a great day.
You too.
Anyhow, I was saying it's been real. I'm glad to have you folks here from Caribbean Drag Racing Association, the new Caribbean Drag Racing Association.
Yeah,
and
thank you for having us here.
And of course, you know, if nobody else were to show up Saturday, you're going to see me and a little boy.
All right.
But there's going to be plenty of people there.
Yeah,
and we're going to have a good time. All right. And I'm bringing the video camera. So next time we talk, we can highlight some of these runs that take place out there.
We'll have a spot set for you, for your camera.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Cecily, the time has just zipped on by here, and we're almost to the close of the hour. I see here that Brother R is there looking at various documents and prepping himself for the discussion that we're going to be having here on this show, you know. And I can't help but visualize him. He comes in here and he pulls out the mic, and then he backs off his chair and he puts his legs up on the counter. You know, he got locks in his head. He pulls off the cover off his locks and lets them just flow back. That's why when you hear this guy say, just relax, kick your feet up, let your hair down, this guy is living it, okay? He's not out here saying, do as I say, not as I do. He is setting the example. So it's been great being with you here this Thursday, this great, fantastic, outstanding Thursday, laying the foundation for the Friday. Reflections. When you look in the community mirror, what do you see? Well, if you don't like what you see, jump in and be a part of the solution and make St. Croix into the place you want it to be. All right. Together, each one, teach one, help one, and together as a community, hopefully we can be one. So we're going to hear that music, and it never fails. Cheers starting to swing.
Yep.
You feeling good? All right. Hear it there. All right. Reflections. Have a great day.